The music for Baldur's Gate 3 is just so good. It's good when there's a metal remix of it. It's also good when it's just the bass. Also, all the covers that you've got. I don't know why, but it's quite a comforting piece of music for a game that only really came out last year. So it's not like I've got the nostalgia of it, but I did love that like 150 hour playthrough that I did the first time I play it. It makes me want to do it again, and then I go, hang on a little minute, let's get more mods developed, and then I'll do like a full modded playthrough. Anyway, hello folks, how we doing? Apologies for missing Wednesday's stream. This week has just been absolutely intense as fuck. The Next Fest has been interesting this time. I think one thing, and this is speaking from someone who both works in the industry and works in the marketing side particularly, Next Fest's a massive marketing beat for a lot of indie studios. And what I think Steam will have to address in the very near future is how many games are actually able to join Next Fest. I don't think they can continue the way they have. I've seen it's at least double the number of games in this Next Fest than that was in February's of this year. So there is an insane amount of games that are available to play demo-wise at the moment. Now, with that comes a kind of mixed bag. On one hand, it means that there's so many demos that people aren't going to be able to play them all, which is a problem in itself. But I think there's also so many demos that I think quite a lot of people have got like decision paralysis on what to actually play. So it's been quite challenging, I would say, this time, particularly from a coverage perspective as well. I've tried to play as many as I can. There's only so many hours in the day, especially if you're firefighting your own kind of game that's going through the Next Fest process. So thanks very much to everyone who has been watching the stuff on YouTube. I have tried to spend, a good amount of time on. Some demos are quite long. Some demos are like a nice kind of 15 minutes. Really do appreciate anyone who's been looking at the playlist. Anyway, today we are checking out a new game. A game that released yesterday. 17th of October. It's called Unknown 9 Awakening. And I remember when Unknown 9 Awakening, the kind of trailer for it, first came out, my immediate reaction was they really need to change the name. Because Unknown 9 Awakening doesn't scream new IP. As far as I'm aware, it is a new IP. But yeah, it was something that, like, the moment you see the name, you're like, oh, that could do with a little bit of an adjustment. So they've since not changed that, and they've kept the name, and it's launched Unknown 9 Awakening. We're going to jump in, we're going to see how it is. Now, I will say it is Unreal Engine. I believe it's Unreal Engine 5. I think we'll find it in the similar vein to games like Flintlock and games like Forspoken. Now, I've not played Forspoken, but I have played Flintlock, and one thing that kind of separates these games, or let's just say why I'm attributing that these games are similar, is their use of particle effects. Now, I expect to see some particle effects with whether it's spells or whether it's attacks. I'm expecting it to be the sort of similar vein as the other two games. But we shall find out. This is Unknown 9 Awakening. I did run a benchmark. My benchmark average FPS was actually pretty good at 120. I jumped into the settings. I had a look at I've set my settings to medium. I just wanted it to be as smooth as possible for the stream. Resolution, when I first loaded into the game, was actually set to 4K for some reason. It was like not auto-detecting my screen. I've got VSync on. I have now limited the frame rate. That's kind of locked there. Graphics presets medium. I've got my upscaling quality at 2 times performance. I have turned ray tracing off. It wasn't on by default, thankfully, but it is there, and that tends to be the cause of OBS crashing a number of times. For subtitles, I've made subtitles for story dialogue and combat. I've turned them on large. I put background for subtitles on. I've shown the speaking character's name. I'm not highlighting the subtitles I am highlighting the subtitles, but I am only highlighting the name. I'm not highlighting the full subtitles. Hopefully that does the job. Thank you very much to Legendary Super Lesbian for the 69 months. We have reached the nice number. Thank you so much for your support, really appreciate it. And I suppose just from accessibility sides, there is a colourblind type, and then you can toggle on various auto things. You can remap custom controls, camera you can change up, and audio you can change up as well. But we shall begin. Now, as far as I'm aware, and I do understand that I am kind of blocking her at the moment, but I think the main character for this is the person who plays Thingy in The Witcher. Thingy. We all know Thingy. Yennefer. Yennefer in The Witcher. I think that's the face model for the main character. Anyway, we're going to jump in. I don't know anything about this game. I'm going to go with normal, and we will find out what happens. I feel like there's kind of a mix of things, like the mix of influences for this game.
Time before time, all was one and unchanging.
So I think we're playing as a
Then in
Reika.
thunderous flash.
Okay.
Thus were born the cycles. The spin of the earth, the passing of the seasons, birth and death.
Hey, Fantasy Mind.
And again. But life is compelled to transcend.
This
And so man came to ascend.
got some tiny little stars,
And learn,
but I don't know if
raising
that's...
countless civilizations and reaching heights the likes of which today we can only dream. But the power
Ominous.
these civilizations achieved also brought with it the seeds of their downfall,
It's Atlas Shrugged.
blown to dust, each in turn leaving nothing in their stead but the motion that would give rise to the next. Birth and
Okay.
death, again and again. The Sahib, a civilization lost long ago to the dust, saw the coming of their own destruction, and though they could not prevent it, they sought to break the cycles. 9 among them were chosen, and shielded from death that they might serve as protectors of the Sahim legacy. Shepherds to a reborn humanity. But such matters are never simple. The cycles have endured, and so have the unknown 9 continued their fight against them. And once again,
Hey, she said the name of the game. Okay. Kind of exposition central. Fucking flashbanged within an inch of my life? That's... Why do games insist on doing that? I have no idea. Like, I've never once went, whoa, this is immersed me. It's like I'm coming out a dream sequence. Stop flashbanging me. Jesus Christ. Fucking retina's burned. Okay, so we are playing as Reika. Looks like we're in some stylish gear. I like that it's got spotty dots. I'm guessing that's our ghost in front of us. Okay, the world can move. The camera's interesting. I can move it. Oh. Okay. So I'm not really in control of the camera here, and it's given me some pretty weird views. Okay. So, I can crouch. Not that I want to. Whatever's in front of me isn't copying my movement. It is the actress from The Witcher, yeah. But I'm already getting the particle vibe thing that I predicted. Oh. I'm not sure if it's because I've got it on medium, but that isn't the greatest model. I feel like they could have done the exposition while walking about there. Her face is rendered very differently from the rest of her body and it looks weird. I'm not sure if that was just in the face sequence or the dream sequence there. Might be slightly better now that we're not in the dream. Like our in-game face there looked very... I mean, this is a cutscene, so I don't know if it's...
Are the accommodations to your satisfaction? Come on, get out.
Oh, so that's Reika. Who are we then?
Rika, let me...
Haruna.
What were my exact instructions?
Stay at the house.
Now that
Okay.
sounds simple enough, wouldn't you say, Haruna?
I can help. Let me come. You won't regret this, please.
If you were to accompany me, you must follow my instructions to the letter. Is that clear?
Clear as daylight. So, where are we headed?
I need to reach that distant oasis, but the desert is
Distant oasis.
so we walk.
Just in there? Okay, we'll walk. Follow Reiko follow Reika to discover what she's up to.
Away by one big hand. Why would you possibly need to be here? All I know is that it's serious.
It's more than
It's quite
serious.
nice here, and like obviously she changes her accent for The Witcher.
Let me be there for you.
That's
If this
not
is her
allowed
natural
to
accent, it's nice.
Won't you at least tell me what we're doing here?
I am here for my own reasons.
Totally getting
The
like
desert would swallow you up too if you left you
flintlocky
alone.
type vibes.
An old pupil of mine has become misguided, looking where he shouldn't be.
Vincent.
Yes, Vincent.
Rika, we should go round. I don't think this path leads anywhere. I won't say I told you so.
I don't think she needed a better accent, Coach. I think it's more she probably did have to adjust her accent for The Witcher. And if this is her normal accent, then it's good. Okay.
Come, we need to hurry.
Rika, who is Vincent?
A talented young quester, someone who I had hoped
Quester.
to be a guiding light. It turns out I was mistaken.
You called him a pupil.
Did I?
No,
You
hidden
did.
notes this time.
When there isn't a path to be found,
Hey, pirate. Oh, time for some spells.
You
Okay,
need to teach me that trick someday.
that was delayed. It's like the moment particles are involved, my computer just like,
Incredible. Who
what's that? A spell that has colour? Oh, don't like
has
that.
long been lost to time,
The Sahin. Like in your stories about the Unknown Nine.
like in my stories. Yes.
Does this have anything to do
The
with
spell
why
so
Vincent-
powerfully killed the
One
frame
could
rate.
say Vincent and the
Wikipedia
Sahib
says she is in fact half Indian. Yeah. Do you think I'll get to use a spell soon?
Your shared braces.
Show me you're ready to wield them.
Rika, I...
Oh, something's strange
Your
with the
thoughts
models.
inward and focus on your shade, like I taught you. Do you feel it?
I do.
Your shade represents your deepest essence. It is a bridge
deepest
between this
essence?
world and the other.
The Forge.
Not spells, super tech bracers, which I can respect actually.
Directly from the
Costume design's good.
Now try channeling that energy into the braces.
And it's not dots, it's like little leaves or something. Press Y to crush wall. Take that wall. Magic bracers?
You're thinking about the braces.
It's difficult to put into words. You'd expect it to feel like reaching out across the distance and crushing those stones. But it was like there was no distance to bridge, and the stones didn't feel separate.
Okay.
Separation is but an illusion, albeit a persistent one.
Can't believe I'm playing a magic user.
Our destination lies beyond that.
Where's my greatsword? Where's my ultra greatsword?
What do you intend to do when you catch up to Vincent?
Depends entirely upon Vincent.
Okay, let's hop down here.
We need
No ultra greats, not even one.
drop.
I deserve an ultra greatsword as a treat.
Not old, just
Only
older.
magic.
The oldest person I know.
Perhaps I am. Even so, you should get out and know more people.
That
Good then.
get some friends, Haruna.
Haruna, stay low.
Who are they?
They used to be part of a group of free thinkers and explorers.
You mean the Leap Year Society?
Once.
So-called free thinkers.
Now they simply follow Vincent. Watch your step. They're dangerous.
I'll batter them with my magic bracers. If I can crush rocks with my bracers, surely I can just crush them? Well, that could have gone better.
What do we have here?
Oi, what have we got here? Come on then.
Right, child?
I've been better.
Hold
Neh.
I will find my way down to you.
Press E to dodge an attack. Woohoo! Oh. Okay, so we've got Dark Souls. Dark Souls RB to have a heavy attack. Okay. Press left on the D-pad to restore health. Some of your AM energy will be consumed. Regenerate it by attacking your enemies. Okay. Ow. Perform a heavy attack by holding RB to break their guard. Sure. Take that. Okay. Okay. It doesn't feel like I'm doing any damage to them at all. It's like a nice little twirl. Okay, it's time. Let's go. Boom. I like that I can kind of teleport away. Teleports behind you. Fucking destroyed everyone. In the same encounter, defeat 3 enemies in melee combat without being hit.
Now,
Look at me
however
go.
would you grow if I did that? I see Vincent's men.
Taking
Whee!
a nap.
Don't be complacent. These aren't bullies from your childhood.
They may dress differently, but they certainly fall the same. Besides, we have a distinct advantage over them.
These men might not share our connection to the fold, but they outnumber us by a wide margin. And our
This kind of
talents
feels like
emulated.
the setup for like an old
Devices.
archaeological
Find our
dig,
foes
you know?
far from helpless.
Like trying to explore the pyramids kind of
We must
thing, you know?
ease
Right, let's go. What's this? The runic battery. What is that? Reka says some ancient relics carry an umbric weight and this thing feels heavy. Someone took care to preserve this as though the artifact itself was asking for it. Maybe that's what the Sahin symbols on are communicating. Having found this, I suppose I'm its caretaker now. Sketch of a foreign artifact. What does this
We don't
symbol
have time,
mean?
child.
Is that the Elden Ring?
Are you coming?
Ancient batteries. Any ancient relics are good to find in
What
games.
did you mean earlier when you said Vincent and the Sahin run parallel paths?
They're bound for where hubris always leads people. They're led by self-righteousness.
I can think of worse traits.
Self-righteousness.
In my experience, the greatest harm often comes from the best intentions.
Deep. Oh, we're near that oasis now.
What
Nice.
is that?
An incoming storm. We must hurry.
Okay. It's a big ass crane over there.
Nasty looking
We can use that poor girl.
Do you think we have stealth in this game? I mean, we do have a crouch.
Where's the damn truck? Is anyone out there?
Novik here. We've lost contact with Ardeline's group. The storm might be interfering with the signal. Request you backtrack and establish visual contact.
On it.
When there isn't a path to
Great.
return,
Interesting.
make one.
Hello.
What's that then? When... Hey, thanks very much for the follow. Hope you're having a good day. When an exclamation mark is above an ascendant's head, it means they've noticed something strange and will investigate it. When the eye appears, the enemies have you in their field of view, hide before they find you. If the eye is red, they've seen you, be ready to fight. Once an ascendant has seen you, they will alert their comrades who will converge on the area.
Don't rush in. Wait for their suspicion to pass.
Why? I can just batter them. Really? We could take the both of them. I just killed like 6 people. Take that. Just dead. Yeah, wait for the suspicion to pass. I think not. Yeah, no interest in his friend getting barred. I wonder if in higher difficulties the stealth is harder, because that's sometimes something that games do.
Sometimes all you need is a nudge. Focus on your shade. Channel your energy into the braces like you have learned. Then visualize your opponent and unleash that energy.
Okay. Push an enemy away.
On your first try. Impressive.
Told
That-
you wouldn't regret it.
Your progress is impressive lately, Aruna.
You're not already dead by that explosion. I murdered you myself.
I mean, yeah, that worked.
Keep your eyes open.
I like how he didn't even come in and check. Wait for it. Clown. Well, that's one way to kill enemies. Force push them into a explosive device. As you do.
Secure anything we can carry back with us. And Abel,
The cave just blew up for no reason, would you go? I would be inquisitive. I would be like, what's going on in there? My friend just got blown up.
Pearls. Learn to recognize the opportunities that surround you. Leverage them to your advantage.
At least he checked his friend.
out with you then.
Okay, sure. It's weird that I can't force push the actual explosives themselves. Maybe that's something that comes later. Oh, we've got a letter. Letter 1. What does letter 1 say? Dear Anna, you say I'm a man of an overly spiritual disposition, but had you seen what I witnessed in the desert today, you would have thought it nothing less than pure rapture. I had doubts, of course, like anyone else, but our leaders opened my eyes since then. What you unearthed was a true archaeological miracle. We've been out here for a few weeks, and I wholly believe my faith has been rewarded. Sadly, photography is not allowed on site, so there aren't any pictures to include. Why don't you request a transfer and come out to the Sahara with us? We could use someone with your talents in this forgotten part of the world, Conrad. Okay, so we are actually in Earth. We're on Earth, right? This is the Sahara? Interesting. Like, yeah? That... I was kind of expecting this to be, like, fantasy worlds. Or maybe it is. Maybe it's the Sahara of a different planet.
You end up getting word from the water convoy.
They sound close, but I can't see them.
Okay.
Deal
Find
with
that
him
damn convoy, or you'll be
discreetly.
telling Mila how you lost this expedition's entire supply of fresh water.
Interesting. Game should have a paint on ledges on off toggle. Yeah. Oh, I can actually do a full-on takedown. Now it tells me. Did I just fucking destroy his soul?
Inward and peek into the fold.
I think I just ripped his soul out of him
Many things.
and shattered it. That's pretty funny.
Sphere, the inner world.
I reckon
Some believe it
sooner than
stores time's endless possibilities, but no one, not even Sahim, could do more
Oh.
than guess at its true nature.
Send out a general recall.
Oh no.
The body has been found. Stay alert. Someone will have to pay for this.
Wait for that.
Burial.
Someone will have to pay for this. At least the burial.
Anyone injured? Sure.
Don't lose focus, Ascendants.
Don't lose focus. They immediately were like, yeah, our friend's gone.
Just keep those eyes peeled.
Okay. I do find it quite funny how their bodies ragdoll after that. You're just casually wandering around going, right, your soul's getting popped out. So what was this whole area for?
Thought I.
Oh, there you are. Ow. She's got some stomp on her.
No thanks.
What are you doing? What happened there? They just completely disengaged. We're like, I'm gonna go back under there. It does a little bit, doesn't it? It's weird because you can tell that like there's definitely a design philosophy. Like here, it just, I think some of the stuff maybe didn't get a lot of time. I don't know how long this game's been in development. It feels very, I think it's a bit mean to say Unreal Engine tech demo, but definitely it's one of the first games that have really embraced, like, I'm guessing it is UE5. This isn't UE4, is it? Is that Vincent?
Hey, where's Abel?
No.
Abel! I swear, if you're asleep somewhere...
Can't we just use force push onto them?
Be mindful of your surroundings. I think I've got it.
Oh, we can just... Oh, can you deal with those two? There's actually 4 of them.
Bring it on, I dare you.
I dare ya. Well, I double dare ya.
Anyone hearing that?
No.
Be ready. Trouble could be close.
Reika is standing bolt upright. That's pretty funny.
Come from. We'll end this.
Come on, you cunts. Hold on, why isn't Reika helping? Did that guy just deep fry his own pal? I like that I can just push people. Okay. There's not a ton to the combat.
Those exploding canisters canisters weren't exactly subtle. She just gets trouble.
Okay, I can also do that. Extractor 1. Okay. And thing is, nice kind of oasis area. A little bit of a shame that the game doesn't let me go into the water, even slightly. I know that they've kind of got to have their block areas, but like, you would think I'd be able to go into the, like, the shallows of the water. If I was doing it full on stealth, you know, I could probably like creep along here. There would be like reeds and stuff in the water. That would be kind of cool. Okay, go, go, go. Through another loading screen.
Hands up. Quickly go.
Finally, someone just has guns. I want guns.
Two of us. We're lost. Looking for shelter from the incoming squall.
Yeah, and I'm just... Hold. Stay still, Haruna.
Is it? Was that her? Oh.
It will not be days long.
For fuck's sake. Okay, so there's also mind control, I guess? Wait, hold on. So Reika's got the ability to do all that shit, but refuses to help me in the moment-to-moment fighting? That's a bit...
Nice try.
Yeah? A little bit of possession.
You stepped into him.
I did.
You stepped into him.
You've never actually shown me before. It's strange.
There. That is comfort. Hold on to that as tight as you can.
Okay.
It will keep you human. It is no small thing to grip the reins of another's shade. But there are times where it's necessary.
The people you step into, what happens to them?
Their shade is temporarily pushed
They
out
die.
into the fold.
But
Oh.
just temporarily, right? Rekka? Has anyone not been able to return to their body?
It depends on the skill of the stepper. A shade who loses the tether to their body becomes lost, becomes a rifter.
There is a lot of just kind of like
The longer a
setting
rifter
up of the
remains,
world.
the more it loses touch with the human it once was. In the end, the only thing that remains is a
The
blind
rifters, the
What is
shades.
that?
a fold anomaly.
A fold
Anomalies
anomaly
are pockets of knowledge
gives me a
trapped
gnosis
in the
point.
surface fold. They can
A
be used to learn new
Geonosis
skills.
point? It's Gnosis. Gnosis point. Silent G?
You will find them essential in your evolution as a quester.
Anomaly found. Oh! Oh! Oh, that's a skill tree. Okay. You have unlocked the Stepping Initiate skill. Tap Y to discover more. Take control of an enemy for a short time. This consumes 1 stepping token. Okay. That's quite a wacky
Something
loading
strange
screen.
just happened.
I know, child. This world is deeper than you thought. Fear not. I know that you'll grow within it.
Okay, hop up here. And up we go. Right, who can I possess?
They found
Let's
the
go.
Oculus.
What does that mean?
All those small dig sites we came across. Vincent is searching for something, unsure where to dig. That
Yep.
large camp near the storm's edge tells
White
me
paint.
he's found it.
Rekka, there's no way we can reach that camp before the sandstorm.
Then the storm shall be our ally. Hurry, child.
Okay. We're hurrying.
Won't have enough time to evacuate. Start the machinery.
Leave it. Just to make sure you load
Who is
those
that?
crates.
Vincent's right hand.
Mila, I
Savage.
am not about to risk my men's
Mila.
lives for some damned relics.
Those relics could lead to Matos's next great innovation. So you can either load them up or stay here and be buried.
She's
with
got a
them.
cool outfit.
We'll have the crates packed into the truck within the hour.
I know you will.
What's
Need
with
to
the
find a way
red?
around that fence.
Oh,
Or through it.
Good thinking.
I'm guessing we can possess this
Persuade
dude.
that man to help us.
Yeah. It's possession time.
I will teach you how to step. Find your target. Realize the space that separates you is but illusion. Now focus and bridge the gap.
Okay. Press X to step into enemies. While stepped into an enemy, attack another ascendant or an outlined object with RB. Could I not just have pulled the lever there? Okay, we've consumed a token. The stepping token recharges when Haruna attacks ascendants, defeats them, or performs takedowns. While stepping, Haruna can control an enemy as long as she has energy. The more Haruna moves, the more energy is consumed. So... Ow. Ow. I do like that we can just roundhouse kick our way to victory. Okay, and go on. Nice.
Stepping is empowering.
And so now you find its true danger.
Another
Never
letter.
forget the risk, the cost, Haruna.
Letter 3. Oh, we missed letter 2 then. Not to worry.
Rika, the braces.
They indicate the presence of a nearby scribing.
Scribing?
A scribing. Oh my god.
Left behind by past questers for the benefit of future generations. I will show you how to find it by peeking into the fold.
I see small specks of amp flowing.
Follow them. They will lead you to the scribing.
What do you mean follow them?
Scribings come in two kinds. The first kind is represented by the Sahim
Okay.
symbols of the three bodies. They allow one to draw more am from the fold. The second symbolizes the tree of life. They increase one's life force.
Right. Okay, so this is our upgrade stuff.
You would be wise
Hey,
to
Amethyst.
keep an eye out for both kinds.
Haruna's am has increased.
Remember stepping. Use it.
Oh damn, that worked. Oh. Okay. I mean, yeah. It's definitely a funky idea. I'm not sure if this fighting can sustain the whole game without
There's something strange about
more
this piece.
power-ups and stuff.
Like a glint off the corner of my eye. Or
My screen's fine. OBS is fine. All of history is imprinted on the fold. Echoes or recalls of events. Press Y to tune them.
Storing by the fold, like sound on a wax cylinder. As your connection to the fold grows stronger,
Okay.
you will become more sensitive to them. We don't have time.
How
to
is the general stream, folks? Is it doing the job? Like, is it stuttery or is it? Yeah, it's okay. Cool.
We're nearing the hornet's nest. Now is the time.
We'll see. Well,
silent like a storm.
I'll give it another 15 minutes and we'll see what's going on here because I feel like I'm not sure. Like, I want to give this a good go.
Beautiful craftsmanship. Terrible message.
Okay. Yeah, no fucking shit, Reka. So here's the thing, can I do that stealthily?
What are we
No.
looking for?
Let's watch each other's backs.
Get extracted, son.
What's happening?
Okay. Cool. Alright, under here, round here, hop through here.
What are they doing here?
Digging up the past and meddling with concepts that are beyond
If
their
I were those people, I would just mow my lawn.
comprehension.
Yeah, that's one way to do it.
Leverage the lessons I've taught you.
I won't let you down, Reka. The sandstorm is getting worse.
Focus, Haruna. We'll be all right.
Wait for it. I like how that in this world, like, people just know that stepping exists, so if they ever do something that's, oh, I was stepped into, really sorry. Totally not my fault. Okay, it was kinda silly that I could do that there. Right, let's go. Come on. Oh. Can't believe you would shoot your friend like that. Oh. Oh, it is not changing my lock on. Oh, this is... Oh. Okay, run over here. It doesn't, it says RB or RT to do a shockwave there, and there is no difference between the two, which is a bit odd.
Reka! I can't see you!
Use the force.
Follow my shade.
Okay.
You have me. Keep me in sight.
What happened to the other guy? Is he just dead now? Use the fold, Haruna.
Come.
Come. Game's so good, it almost has as many players as Concord. To be fair, it's a single player game. So I can't imagine, yeah, I mean, Concord did not launch to great success. There's definitely... There's an element of this that's like, we needed to get a game that's kind of... It's a strange one, because I'm generally in support of like 7 out of 10 games. Like, I generally do like them. Oh, that guy is just about. Okay, we'll just steal his soul. I feel like Reka doesn't actually need me.
That's right. You have it, child. We need to find some cover.
I mean, there's a tent like there we could crawl into, but sure.
To guide me. Yes. Though some things we must do without guidance.
Yeah.
Plenty of life on my own. I know this, child, of course. But life sends your compass spinning many times.
Okay.
Be able to find what realigns it.
That's easy. My compass points to you.
Okay, there's definitely something over there I want.
Stay low, Haruna.
Hmm. You know what? Doesn't matter. Oh, when they reload, I can't hit them. What?
Are you scared?
I wonder, is that an Irish accent? Oh, the lock. There's no such thing as a lock on, really. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Sure. Anomaly found. We've gained a Gnosis point. I'm gonna hard pronounce the G. Umbric abilities, combat abilities. What do we got here? Perfect dodge. Nah. What's this? Stepping energy gauge is increased. Sure. Is that we get 2 now? We get 2 steppings? Nope. We do not.
Are you coming?
Yes, I'm always coming. Okay. Yeah, that's fair blue.
Now, we find a way out of this cave. Let us keep moving.
The hooded figures. Are they the unknown 9? The 9. They were Sahin, weren't they?
So,
Reka?
The 9 was...
so hang on a wee second. I just want to get my kind of thoughts down on this. At the moment, I get the feeling that this game's going a little bit too heavy on the exposition. I think if we hadn't had the intro cutscene and we had Haruna kind of going through the dream sequence with like a smidge of exposition, I just feel like I've barely taken any of the information in since starting the game, because like there's rifts, there's people who are called rifters, there's, is it the fade or something like that? There's just, it's so, I want to say it's kind of the fold, sorry, not the fades. The fade's Dragon Age. There's, yeah, I don't want to come across as like proper overly harsh. I really don't like critiquing games in a way that goes total hard on them, but it feels quite shallow. This isn't a demo. This is a full game. This was released yesterday. Wait, that storm just did this? Jesus, I thought we were like part going through like a ruin. I kinda get what you mean, Shadow. Game screen, please. Oh god, sorry.
The same hooded figures. What Vincent is after? Does it have to do with...
Now is the time to remember that you are only tagging along.
But Reka...
No more questions.
No more questions. All I did was exit that cave.
Good then.
Dead. Dead. could be so much world building more in the entire game. That level of exposition was needed. Well, see, the thing is that I think if there is that much lore and backstory required, you can pace it slightly better. But like, as Stars is saying, it's quite hard to retain all that information when you get an intro cutscene, you get a tutorial person who's telling you all of this stuff. Like, you get stuck on the terrain. What do you want, Reka? I'm guessing we're about to go for a cutscene here. Yeah, that's a cutscene.
What is this place? Cursed ground. You will have to stay here. But you promised to follow my instructions. Do you remember what I told you when I gave you this? Don't mind them. Do you remember?
There should have been a point during this tutorial area where they split up and let Haruna actually process some of it, even if she's speaking it to, like, speaking to herself. Might be a bit cliche, but it would have helped.
Reka, what's going on?
Someone is rapping on a door that should never have been open.
Is that Vincent, the man in purple?
Remember what I told you. I'm always here.
Reka!
Okay.
Reka! So nice of you to join us.
He looks like a fucking prick, doesn't
Has
he?
the society finally given in to you?
Haven't you heard? The leap year society is dead. Surely you felt it. We are the assailants.
So you've won. And you have this army, all these trinkets, and a whole world of questers at your disposal. And it's not enough. You still have to come here. And for what? A little bit of power?
Is that what you think this is? A power grab? You of all people should be able to see. This is about so much more than power.
What you've seen has changed you, Vincent. I can see it in your eyes.
It has opened my eyes.
Oh, you are the smartest of all of them, and still you don't understand.
I understand more than you realize. The cycle is starting again. Our world is dying.
I get what you mean. It's the hair.
Fiber of being.
There's a better path, Vincent.
Isn't the guy who voiced Cullen a total bellend?
How many more times must we endure the vanity of the Nine? I know you understand me. I know you've asked yourself this very question.
Cullen started screaming about the woke.
And you know why I've come.
Of course. You've come because I knew just what to do to bring you here. Now, we can do this the easy way. Or
There's such like a interesting difference in clothing and
But
gear.
I suppose this is how the world turns.
Can't you just step into the gunman?
All right, then.
Oh no, the anti-step machine. Oh, that is definitely a face. I believe so. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, have you noticed that the frame rate's dropping in cutscenes? Like, that shouldn't happen. Did Reka just get wrecked? Ah, sorry, Rainbow Turtle. Or sorry, gay Rainbow Turtle. You missed, like, Reka was basically stepping into everyone, and there was like a big, I'd say big fight. Reka was trying to jump into all of his little minions to like shoot him and try and attack him. Oh, we're now in northern India 4 years later. Sick. And then Haruna ran out to be like, no, Reka, and then he like cast a giant red pillar spell.
You've been asking a lot of busy questions, haven't you?
Haven't you? Yeah.
I heard Vincent Lichter is in town.
Is that so? And did you hear that it's my job to keep nosy rabble like you from troubling him while he's here?
Is there a problem?
Well, that depends. Man like you, ear to the ground, you might as well have middleman written across your face. Who are you working for?
He's working for me.
And just who might you be?
Can we not just step into him and bottle him?
I asked you a question.
Step into him and he'll bottle his friend.
You don't know who you're dealing with, do you?
Fucking called it. Get roundhoused, son.
You got a lot of...
Job done.
This is a mistake. These men are reckless.
When I started
This is 4 years after,
Vincent Lichter.
I believe.
What's the deal?
Revenge is not a deal. Look outside.
Get stepped into, idiot.
Avi, where is Vincent?
He's in some jungle village.
Good. And how do I reach it?
Descendants pay local fishermen to
I like the design of this guy.
See Tucker at the
Like, he's got
docks.
stains on his costume.
And for
I like
the
his
right price,
glasses.
He might even keep quiet about it.
His beard's
And
pretty
how do I
cool.
recognize Thakur?
His boat. It's called the Mukti.
Who's it is?
Aruna. These are dangerous people.
I've risked my life plenty of times. I was a doting father back then.
There are worse things that can happen than dying.
Father.
Well, now you've got me curious.
Local father, man. Oh, this looks nice. I quite like the look of this.
All right, get to the docks. Find Thakur.
This looks kind of vibrant. And the docks are this way.
Definitely not local. I should watch out for these. No telling who might be lurking on the other side.
Okay. Extractor. So what is an extractor? Open in viewer. Siphoning am from the fold into our world was previously thought to be impossible, but that word is wholly absent in the dictionary of a determined and resourceful inventor. Okay, so this is extracting the fold? We just get to run around and fuck shit up.
I'm closer to finding Vincent than I've been in 4 years. I wonder what Reka would tell me now.
Reka would be like, I'm dead. But I mean, I'm guessing she's dead? Sorry. In India, Keep an eye out for an Indian woman wearing bracers on her arms. That does not fucking narrow it down. We're in the middle of an Indian city. Do you know the I don't know what time this is set in, but like
Was that a...
It's the Quester!
it's the Quester. Shroud yourself.
Let's see if these ascensions can hit what they can't see.
Can't escape now!
Get shrouded, you fuck. Get stepped into, twat. Oh, 1912, okay. Don't know what the population was in 1912 in India, although it's probably a lot less than it is just now.
They're packing up.
Pretty sure India's got over 1 billion people now. In fact, I think they're actually closing in on China on being the most populous country in the world. Maybe that's already been done. Okay, let's open this.
Streets are barren around here.
Okay. There's a lot of whispering. People on balconies being nosy little bastards. Okay, we need to get into there somehow. What?
You hear me?
Get wrecked. Nice. Nice. $250 million people back in 1912. Damn. Damn. Sorry, is that back in 1912 or is that the gap between them and China currently? Shroud ability lasts long. I mean, I don't really. Nah, I'm not doing stealth. We're doing Umbric abilities, which we cannot afford. 1912. Damn. It's pretty good, isn't it? Brace or over the. Okay, perfect dodge then. Yeah, we get it. We don't need the video. Okay. Not going that way. That's another extractor. And this is a loading screen. Okay. You haven't. Sorry, 1 second.
You don't even have to deal with a horse.
Hadn't done a server stream woad call out in a while? What? What do you mean? I'm not sure. I think I've missed messages. Okay, go down there. Server wide, I was like, what the fuck is server woad?
I find who did this, they're dead.
And kablam.
What's going on?
How embarrassing would it be if you were a sentry walking around with a rifle and you, like, your friend just drops. You realise you've been stepped in. You've been played for a fool. I think I would still want to pick up the gun. Ah, okay, that's fair.
That lighthouse. The docks won't be far.
Oh,
So, I see an ascendant doing something.
You know what I think it is? So, like, again, I've noticed this, but whenever I go past a threshold where the game needs to load, like, a certain bit, that also causes, like, a drop in frame rate. It's not the smoothest when, like, normally in its own little arena, it's okay, but I think from section to section, it kind of is a bit of a nuisance. Ah, come on, this would be a great section to just have a gun. Just saying. Oh, come on, did no one see me drop down there? Don't mind me. Ken what? See if your cheek. Go and kill your pal. Oh, got zapped. You're going down. Punches him. Not a soul left standing. Yeah, because you fucking ripped them out. Haruna, Jesus. Oh, that would be an embarrassing position to die in, eh? Like, how is that even possible? You're like propped up, he's got a fucking hard on, just strange. Okay.
Tell us where the woman in the fancy bracer went, and we'll be happy to leave you alone.
You're only making this
Oh.
Start talking and we go.
Amazing how the ascendant.
Where did the woman in the fancy bracers went? That is interesting line.
A young woman, possibly a local. Any information leading to her capture will...
Step the physics out of him. Reminding you a bit of the Forbidden Game series. What is the Forbidden Game series? I swear to God, if you're saying Horizon Forbidden West, I'm gonna go nuts. Oh, right, okay. We don't talk about Assassin's Creed. I thought you were referring to Horizon as, like, the Forbidden series. Oh, yes, a nice little Geonosis point or whatever. I kinda get where you're coming from on the Assassin's Creed. And I don't want to be overly mean, but like a lot of Assassin's Creed games are like kind of phoned in. Okay, come on, let's fucking milk this guy's soul. And you... Oh. I like that he can't even look over to the rooftop. Oh no, he has...
No help's on the way. It's just me now.
You're right. You know what, like, I was asked this question earlier on Tumblr, and it was like, they actually asked what my favourite Assassin's Creed or game was. And, like, that's a tough question to answer, because I don't necessarily enjoy the series. It used to be something I enjoyed, but it's just been on a downhill slope ever since. But I would say that when they did try and reinvent the series by doing Assassin's Creed, I think it was Origins, that was quite good. Because they were actually taking some form of like risk and challenge, and they wanted to innovate on a genre that they'd not really played about with.
Ascendants are pretty loud for a secret society.
Always comes back to milking here because it's actually one of my core fetishes, and it's written into my streaming contract that I need to bring it up all the time. Oh, we got a letter. Sweet.
Beautiful craftsmanship.
Define allies and enemies. Oh, it's Ascension cards. We've got the Vitruvian boy, and open hand and a dagger.
Terrible message.
Brotherhood was okay. It was perfectly respectable. Even Revelations wasn't that bad, although it was getting a bit tired by that point, as in Ezio as a character was.
Don't look up, don't look up.
Black Flag was a fantastic pirate game. It just wasn't an Assassin's Creed one. I really liked Black Flag. I thought they did a good job with it. And see if they'd actually just decided to... Because the whole, what was it? Skull and Bones, the one that came out kind of recently? That was in development hell for forever. And that was supposed to be based on how everyone was feeling about the Black Flag. That was when that kind of got kicked into development. Why are there so many bad reviews of this game? I haven't really checked the reviews. I saw that it was either mixed or negative going into starting it, but I wanted to not colour my opinion of it before I went in. I think what the matter is here is there's been a bit of frame rate drops that I think have probably hurt it. People will be complaining about the optimization, and to be fair, I have mentioned the optimization a couple of times, but I think there's also some story elements that I've just not warmed up to yet. I don't think it's sitting in, like, absolutely awful, should never have come out territory. I think it just maybe needed a little more kind of time in the oven. Realised I didn't need to go back up there. So, hold on. Right, okay, that's the way I came in. So I could have skipped that entire section there. So exploring gets rewarded in this game, and that's something I can respect. I like it when games, like, reward you for actually going around. Okay, that snap to the cutscene there was strange.
I'll be feeling that one tomorrow.
A couple of people have said that, Wilco. We're actually having an Assassin's Creed discussion in the background. It's, yeah. Oh. The combat's also not... doesn't have a ton of depth. Ow. Right, cut that out. Okay. I do think that Unreal Engine 5 does have optimization issues though. There's a couple of Unreal Engine games that have came out recently, and they have been doing something weird for, like, my graphics card. Like, I generally do, and it doesn't happen with other games. Don't quite know what destroying all these extractors has actually been doing, but I appreciate the fact that it's something that can be done. I like how it tells you where they are. I've got no idea if you'll be able to go back here later on in the game. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting, Dragons. Steam reviewers seem to complain about optimization and clunky combat. The combat does leave a little bit to be desired, but, like, I feel like that's not, like, the combat isn't why I would play a game like this. Oh yeah, there's a stealth thing where you can, like, rip people's souls out. Sorry, I didn't notice those flowers I could climb up there. I just climbed through that man's body. I'm guessing this is, yeah, this is another combat arena. So we will wait for it. Wait for it.
Once you've seen a quester crunch a man's soul clean out of his
Punch a man's soul clean out of his body. There you go. Yeah, I'll try and show that to you, Wilcor. Oh, for fuck's sake! You know what? Right. So this is probably the coolest thing you can do with the step-in function. So I've stepped into this guy's body, right? And I'm now going to get him to shoot his pal. I teleport back into my body, and he's shot his pal. Now, that's a tougher enemy to fight, so what I've done there is only got some of his health. Oh, Jesus, that's a fucking lot of people. I can totally see what we mean by like the clunky combat though, because it's like the particles on their weapons and stuff. I don't know why it's not. Okay. Yeah, it's not great. And to be honest, I think it's like the electricity around their maces and stuff like that is just not... Right, what I'll do is I'll step into this guy, I'll walk over here, that freezes time, and he can kill his friend. So he's just killed his pal, and then we run up and punch him.
Where did that? How?
For fuck's sake. Okay, done.
All clear.
I mean, yeah. Oh, so I can also destroy this. That's fun. And punch my way through this. Anything up here that I can look at before I go through that door? Oh, there's something here. See, that's cool. That's, you know, we can find a letter on the back of that. And I think that allows us to circumvent that green gate altogether. Okay. Don't know if there's any enemies in this area.
I should be at the docks in no time.
Okay. Ah, loading door. The red doors are the loading doors. So, yeah. Wait for that.
Great. Guns. Iron brick shields should level the playing field.
Not to be that guy, but we have been fighting people with guns this entire time. It's not like this is a new section where we've only just encountered guns. LB to block incoming attacks with your shield. I feel like this was originally meant to be an introduction to guns. So hold on, I can teleport into this dude who can shoot this dude. That guy then dies. That accidentally sets this off. I light this, which kills him. The frame rate goes to rat shit. Like, if even the outlines of the enemies start to look a little bit fuzzy there, I don't know. Maybe it's just me? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, this is, So hold on, we've got umbral stuff, we've got rift stuff, we've got the... What's it called? Not the fades. Yeah. Vortex strike, sure. Oh. The fold. I mean, see what I mean? It's like... Oh, God. So here's the thing, is it choppy on stream? I imagine it is. Huh?
You can't hide from me.
Yeah, it's not.
Place is simply crawling.
It's all over, Questa.
It's weird, like this amount of combat has made like the draw distance back, like everything 10 meters away from me is like fuzzy.
Got her in my sights.
Jesus.
Come back up. Dead meat.
Ah, that worked. So here's the thing, is it mind control in... oh fuck. Is it mind control in the sense that they're aware they're being mind controlled and they're kind of being puppeted? Or is it like... like, I'm guessing they kind of know. Looks like I can just run.
I should head for those cargo docks in the distance.
Yeah, I think... yeah. I think they get the optimization sorted, and this is probably like a good 6.5, 7 out of 10. At the moment though, it's just too choppy to be enjoyable. Like, my eyes are beginning to hurt a little bit actually, and I'm not even saying that to be like overly performative, but like it is actually making my eyes a little bit like toasted.
Nothing like that fresh air, eh?
Wait until the wind shifts. We'll never eat fish again.
Okay, so let's shoot this can.
Whoever's there, gonna find you.
What did I do? I will find the person who made me do that. Everyone else just saw. It'd be funny if this could start like actual fights, but no, it's not. The only thing we want toasted around here is stars. Agreed.
Questa's still here.
It's weird that there's not an ability to like draw them closer to you. He just went and inspected that. That's his own fault. That was his own fault. Hey, why is that fuel canister on fire? Detonates. Imagine... no, I'm not saying that. Never mind. Right, okay, fuck it. I'm guessing it's combat time. Let's go. Alright, Yusuke, just backtrack forever. That is an example of the combat being clunky, because Jesus. I'm sorry, but it's fucking bullshit that they can just walk backwards forever. So even after I do the slow motion, I can't follow up with a heavy attack. Silly. Wow. Camera, fuck you. No worries, Jazz. Thanks so much for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Okay, smash. I don't think there was anyone ever on that. Oh, there's one of those things. Nice that there's collectibles, at least. Very silly that I can't get over this wall. You think I'd be able to hop that? Okay, onwards. Run through here. I'm pretty sure I saw a point there. Yep. And then there's a disruption thing. Can I... How did I get there? Is that Ascendant Tech? How did I level up? Did I not... Could I not do that before?
Looks like I'm right on time.
Oh, come on. Really? From a range perspective, I should have got that. So... What was the thing to level up with the Gnosis points? Bio, Ascendants, Collectibles, Quester's Notes. Dunno.
No, I'm not.
My mistake.
Who's that?
Do you want the ride or not?
What accent will this guy have? Blur, this is the thing. I'd be kind of curious if this was like a test to see if they could produce a game that's like 5 years old in like record time.
Is this on the other side?
American?
Silent type, huh? I can do that. You know,
I would push him off the boat.
I grew up landlocked. I always had a thing for the water.
I do not give a shit about your life, Luther.
Once upon a time, thought I might get a houseboat. Live out on a river just like this. Maybe in another life.
Uh-huh.
Go. Out in force tonight. Looking for some local girl who's causing a stir.
Shut up, Luther.
Don't you worry. Hey, Skip. These boys look like they want to talk. Shane don't speak English, right?
Hey, we're looking for a woman.
Aren't we all?
Indian girl, young, dangerous.
I say take out a personal ad. You're bound to find someone to suit you right down to the ground.
Wait a second, you're American! Isn't there a bulletin out for an old Yank too?
Well spotted.
Hey! Full speed ahead, Skipper. I'd rather pay you than shoot you.
Revolver Ocelot.
Who they calling old?
Where did you learn to shoot like that?
He's American.
On a showdown.
Where did the American learn how to shoot? Give you 2 guesses. Okay. They're born with muscle memory of how to shoot.
Sorry for the trouble.
I mean...
So, where you headed?
Where I'm headed is my business.
Fair enough. I just figured since we're both headed into that dark jungle.
Does the jungle frighten you?
I actually feel quite at home in these parts. I've been all over, seen just about any type of place you can think of, but there's something about the jungle. That heat, that steamy air.
I do not want to be in steamy air with you, Luther. Leave me alone.
At home on the water.
I am but a young Indian woman. Leave me the fuck alone. He's actually like tracking me. Oh god, he's a companion.
Sizing a place when I travel. I find if you lavish enough reverence on someplace, you get an invite sooner or later.
Right, I want to rip his soul out. Right, I'll venture a little bit into the jungle. I think I might wrap up
Look,
at some point.
At your service.
Look, Luther. I appreciate the sentiment.
Please kick that.
I don't need company or a chaperone.
Kick the wood. Yes.
Fair enough. Looks like I'll be taking the scenic route.
See if you just teleported over to
I
her.
never did get your name.
Goodbye, Luther.
I'll be seeing you.
No, you will not.
Don't bet on it, cowboy.
See, you know what the sad thing is, right? This game will be lambasted. I'm gonna go so far as to say the word lambasted. This game is gonna get attacked because of the protagonist, right? You're gonna have all of the worst, bad faith, scumbag, far right, anti-woke fucking dickheads attacking this game. And they're gonna put the blame on the wrong aspects of the game. They're gonna say something along the lines of DEI meant that there was less money to spend on the optimization of the game or some fucking horseshit, right? And I know the vast majority of you will ignore that right off the bat, but in case you're watching this and you decided to just pop in and you're not, you know, you're new to this stream, like, it's your job to just recognise that for what it is, which is just grifting pish, and ignore it. And if you see your favourite YouTuber making a video about this game specifically, talking about how DEI ruined it, you just gotta assess who you're watching, because holy fuck. Sweet Baby Blue Lights is a company. They are a consultancy company, so for example, if I wanted to create a game that had black characters in it, and from a cultural perspective, I felt like I needed some assistance with creating those characters, whether that is the design of those characters, whether it's the dialogue of those characters, you can reach out and get advice from people. That's all they are. They're an advisory. It's up to the studio if they want to take that advisory on board or not. But recently they've come under a lot of attack because it was noticed that they consult on a wide range of games, because a lot of the time studios, you know, their budgets are getting cut, they don't have that expertise particularly in-house, and it's become, as Miss Bismuth is saying in chat, the latest scapegoat for basically it's the whole Gamergate 2.0 crowd. So yeah, it's your job to ignore all of this stuff, and when it does come up, just like completely remove yourself from the conversation, because it is just so pig-headed. It's what it is it's people putting blame on what they define as woke, when the reality is that everything that's going wrong with the game industry at the moment, generative AI eating away, shareholder profit being prioritised above all else, mistreatment of employees, like, they're saying that this is the fault of the Sweet Baby and DEI, as opposed to corporate greed. So it's, you know what, actually, if we want to extrapolate this even further, it's actually the same reaction people had to the housing crisis. So when the 2008 crash happened, there was a bunch of people who recognised it for what it was, which was the banks being particularly scummy with their dealings, and there was other people who decided to basically see the same and realise that it was just another branch, that like the banks weren't capitalist enough. So you had a lot of people who were anti-capitalist on the back of the 2008 crash, and there was a bunch of people who leaned into the hyper-capitalist aspect of the 2008 crash. They look at the same core problem and they just take completely separate views from it. And I think if you're on the side where you're saying that diversity in games is ruining the games industry, then you've kind of got to have a word with yourself, because it's embarrassing. Especially if you're I would understand if you're maybe like 16 years old and like this is what gets you going, but if you're like a 30-year-old YouTuber that's making money off of ranting and raving about having like a black protagonist or an Indian protagonist or anyone who's not a white man protagonist, I mean, these guys were actually saying that the Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 game was woke because the Space Marines were diverse. And by diverse, it's like there was an Asian guy and there was a black guy, which is just insane. So, with that being said, I'll play a touch more. I'm not gonna continue much. We'll probably do this combat, and then we'll maybe do our closing summary on what the deal is. Okay, I'll go there, and we'll do that. Don't know what this latest toy is. Okay. But yeah, that's so we can just manually disable that stuff. I mean, for the most part, like, the scenery's quite diverse. The only thing that I would say about this game so far, and I'll wrap up there because I think I'm done in terms of what I want to play tonight. But like, it's hard to. I can appreciate and respect what they're trying to do with the game. I think some of the areas have been quite interesting, but at the same time, there's just this veneer of kind of genericness about it. It feels quite generic, and the only reason I'm saying that, and what I think might be the root cause of it, is Unreal Engine. I don't know what's changed recently, but I feel like games like Forspoken, games like Flintlock, Siege of Dawn, I felt like their environments just had this layer of not. It's weird. I probably need to go and like assess why I feel this way about all these games, but I don't know. It just felt particularly generic. Even the town, I did like the look of the town, but I just felt like I'd seen it before somewhere else, and I've seen that kind of island area that were before somewhere else. I actually feel like I might have seen that island area somewhere like Black Flag when I played Assassin's Creed. Not anymore. Just wish the pacing was better, especially at the beginning. Make the people feel the vastness of the desert and let them digest all their learning. Yeah, I think that would make sense. Has some fun mechanics, but it's a bit clumsy and not well optimised. You'll need to be more specific because you've just described every new game of the last decade. Yeah, I think it's interesting, is all I'm going to say. It's interesting, and it's... I think if they smooth it out, if this was a good play on launch where it was quite well optimised, you'd probably go, right, solid 6.5, 7. Is it breaking new ground? Not really. The particle effects are a nice idea. Even the stepping in and like taking control of other characters, I think I've seen before. It's a not bad gimmick. I would have also changed the title.